There are a thousand forum posts about, do you like this pickup? Is this pickup any good? Should I get this pickup? And most of those posts are wasted, not real ink. If it were ink, it'd be wasted ink. It's whatever the electronic equivalent of ink is wasted pixels. And if you've been doing this a while, you know that a pickup which may sound fantastic in one guitar is not the right pickup for another guitar. So, everyone's mileage will vary, but pickups are especially sensitive to their height, the height adjustment, how far how close the magnetic field is to the string. We think of it as the pole pieces to the string. On some guitars, like a Strat, which I'll show you in a moment, the pole piece actually is the magnet. On Gibsons, the pole pieces, which two, if you don't know, there's one on this side, one that's hidden, are not the magnets themselves, but they do generate the field. So if I have it too close, the sound can be dark and compressed. If I have it too far down, it can be kind of weak. And I thought I'd show you that because I need to set up the pickups on this 335. These are the Memphis Historic spec that came in the 63. And I have the neck fairly low right now for the purpose of starting out. And the bridge kind of comically high. So what I'm hearing there is that I'm getting the amp to distort from the bridge output because it's so high, and I'm getting a very compressed sound. So I want to lower this bridge a good bit. And I'll tell you a secret, I've already done a bit of tweaking on this. I know kind of the area I want to be, but I thought I'd show you guys. So I'm going to do this in increments. There's a lot of little quarter turns that didn't move the pickup too terribly lower, but it's still a bit squashed, and the amp is breaking up a bit, so let's go down some more. And where I end up liking the sound with these pickups in this 335 might be a very different relationship than I like with the other pickups, the 61 Burstbuckers in the SG. Now it's not, these are not potted, by the way. It's not as overdriven. It's not quite as compressed. But I'm going to go down a little bit more. We're getting there. I want to raise the neck pickup a little bit. I'm going to raise it a little bit more on the treble side than I'm on the bass side. So 4 little quarter turns there. About 2 there. Got a little woofy there, so I'm going to lower the bass side just a bit. I think I might want to bring the treble side up just a slight bit. right, the neck's sounding pretty good. I think the bridge needs to come up a little bit, but mostly on the treble side. Not a lot. Just want to get a little hint of snarl. Still a little bit mid-rangey and compressed, but that might just be this pickup in this guitar. They calibrate my ears by switching to a Strat I've had for a good long while. All right, here I have a Strat that I made, which has got the quiet coils from Mojo Tone here and here, and a Stuart Thornbucker, and I've got it so I can go to parallel mode. So for reference, here's traditional single coil sound. I haven't changed anything on the amp, so you can see the output of these MHS pickups are quite a bit hotter, and I might want to lower them now that I have to calibrate to see what the bass line is. If I go to the bridge in parallel, on this guitar, I set it so that the parallel humbucker blends well with the single coils. If I go to the full humbucker, it's a good bit louder. So that's the sound right there. I don't want to be too much louder than that, if at all, with the 335. So I can come up a little bit on the bridge, just to hang, so that if I change guitars, the amps are going to react in close enough ways I don't have to readjust everything. That's pretty good right there. I think I might live like this for a while and try it with some different amps and see if anything needs to be changed. And this ends up with the neck pickup being fairly low, just, maybe a 1/16 of an inch poking up above the pickup ring, and about an 1/8 of an inch poking up above the pickup ring on the bridge. Let's calibrate by going to my SG, which has the Burstbucker 61s, more on that in a moment, and is more of a rock thing. So there's a lot more output, and I've got the pickup relatively close to the strings there. In my video doing my initial review of the 335, I showed the bridge height to demonstrate the difference in neck angles. And someone's like, are your pickups close enough or what? And I have lowered these pickups since, the bridge pickup in this one since then, just to make sure I wasn't going down the wrong path. But I have found on this particular guitar, with these very bright 61s, I like the sound a bit better if the bridge is, in fact, closer to the strings. I find it's a bit too bright otherwise. I did not like these pickups for a long time because I was trying traditional distances, having them much farther away from the string. when I raise it like this, it gets less, the attack gets less bright. I think maybe just the hair more output on this one. It's hard to find the sweet spot on this because if I go too much at all, it starts to get real compressed and kind of nasal. I'm not doing multiple full turns on the screwdriver. I'm doing pretty tiny increments. Let's see how it takes a little bit of overdrive. I've got a Exotic SL drive set up here. Well, the 335 has definitely got a different character than the other two. I'm liking the neck pickup so far. I'm on the fence about the bridge pickup, but I need to live with it, continue tweaking it. And, it's such a pain in the butt to change pickups on a 335 with the wiring harness. So I'm going to try to find some magic that I have not quite found. It's a fine sounding pickup. It's quite good. I'm just not knocked out when I play overdrive or anything aggressive with it. This one can be a little bit bright. I had put some Manlius Fat Dianes in this before, and I really like the sound. And I think the pickups themselves are fine, but the nickel covers that he used over time began to show this kind of honeycomb sub pattern beneath the nickel. And I've seen that before with some Stu Mac Golden Age pickups and a few other brands. It's like there's someone out there supplying small pickup winders with nickel covers that just are made weird, and they show a honeycomb pattern, almost like something from Tron after a while. And I didn't like the look, and I took the Alnico, the Fat Dianes out, intending to order some different nickel covers for it, and life happens, and I'm always busy. This is one of the first times I've had a chance to do anything like this in a while for my guitars. So I'm going to put those change the nickel covers on those, and then retry them in this guitar. I like the sound of these pickups now that the bridge is quite high. But there is definitely an awful lot of attack there. I like them a lot better than the first Bucker 2 that I had in the bridge of that Les Paul, which I thought was a bit too mid-range focused. This just doesn't have that snap. That brightness I was talking about. Anyway, I borrowed the SL drive because I had mentioned in a video a couple of weeks back that I'm thinking about getting a little Marshall and a box pedal just to have on hand, like I'm running through Deluxe Reverb right now. And a lot of people recommended this, and I like one sound it does, which is to make the amp have more of a general, let's see, set it back there, tone response maybe of a Marshall in terms of what the basic sound is. And then I would have to use other pedals for lead over that. But if I use it for lead sounds, there's a fuzziness that I hear that sounds like a pedal. It doesn't sound like a Marshall. And I've tested this with 5 different amplifiers. So the SL drive, if it works for you, great. I don't think I would buy one. But to have more of a tonality in the Marshall world, you know, if you really need to, if you play Marshalls and you show up and your backline is some kind of Fender thing, it might not be bad to have an SL drive on the board set like that. Just, you know, not a lot of gain, just, you know, just some changing the EQ curve of the entire amp, and then your other pedals will react to the backline Fender a little bit more like they would to your Marshall. I could see a role for that more than I could saying, this will make my JC120 sound like a 50-watt Marshall, because it won't. Anyway, this has been a wide-ranging video. A lot of this is, you know, some of the videos I do are obviously very intended to be very professional and showing you intricacies of stuff. Some of them are gear reviews proper. This one is just kind of inviting you into my shop this morning as I have coffee and make a little time to play around with the pickup heights on this new addition to the signal generator arsenal, this 335. I love the wood, I love the neck, I love the look, I love the way it plays. I'm okay with the neck pickup. It's a little bit round. I don't think it's the greatest neck humbucker I've ever played, but it's quite nice. The in-between's quite nice. There's just a compressed, kind of like a broadcaster pickup, lead bridge pickup. I'd like a little more clarity. And if I raise it to get more output, that squash gets bigger. And as you can hear, this guitar, of course, being a 335, is not shielded inside, so it's more prone to noise than the other two. So this was just, you know, not intended as a, oh my God, here is the end-all be-all of how to set up your pickups. This is just, hey, I'm futzing around with the pickups on this new guitar. Some of you might be interested. I'm sharing it. That's all this is.